This month alone, I've made close to $50,000 selling courses online that do not even belong to me. Now, from the title of this video, it probably sounds like I'm doing some type of like affiliate marketing or some bullshit like that, but I actually do something called growth operating. Now, if you're in the online money space or you're on finance YouTube at all, you've probably heard that term growth operator being thrown around somehow, some way, because it's been trending on YouTube for the past few months or so. But there's barely anyone on YouTube that are actual growth operators, that have actual clients, that have scaled actual people and courses and communities and coaching to decent numbers. And I'm glad to say that I'm one of those people that are actually in the trenches and have clients and have scaled clients. I've scaled multiple clients now from $0 to $100,000 per month. And I really do this shit. So in this video, my goal is to explain actually what the fuck a growth operator is, who they deal with, and what they actually do on a day-to-day basis. Because the image online of a growth operator is completely misunderstood, and none of these people that are talking about growth operating actually do this shit. So I'm gonna be explaining to you guys how I make course guru money without actually having to be the course guru myself, and how you can potentially do the same. Everybody and their mom knows. I think the world has gotten advanced enough to know that these people selling online coaching, online consulting, online courses make a fuck ton of money. And it is extremely nice to have a piece of that money without actually having to be that guy, you know what I'm saying? So first things first, let's get into who are the people that I deal with, who are my ideal customers, and who are the clients that I deal with now, and who are the people I work with. So you guys have all seen, if you've scrolled on YouTube at all and you fell into the rabbit hole of online money at all, you guys have seen these people like Iman Ghazi, like Charlie Morgan, Jordan Welsh, all these guys online that talk about money, talk about finances, talk about stocks, talk about crypto. There's even moms on YouTube talking about how to deal with divorces and how to do yoga properly. None of these people are posting on YouTube for free. I'm sorry to break that to you, but none of these people online are posting fucking anything, especially in the finance niche, for free. They're selling something attached to it. And the people who make the most money selling these online coaching groups, selling these online consulting groups, selling these online courses are the people in the financial space online. Because everybody wants to make money, especially nowadays. Everybody wants to make money online and live this lifestyle of working from wherever they want, not having a boss, not working a 9 to 5, escaping the matrix, etc. And typically the way it goes in the beginning is someone will start making money with a specific business model they do online, and then they will naturally start talking about it on YouTube. They'll start making content, they'll start making TikToks, they'll start making YouTube videos, they'll start posting about it on Instagram. And naturally, as they build up these audiences, people will want to learn from them. As they gather more and more attention, there's gonna be more and more viewers, and all these viewers want to be where this person is at that's talking about this X, Y, and Z business model. And like I said, as things naturally progress, more and more people will want to learn from this person who's talking about whatever they're talking about. It could even be something about cooking. It could be something about drop shipping. It could be something about starting a marketing agency. It could be something about copywriting. It could be something about how to do yoga. It could be something about breath work. It could be something about stress. It could be something about how to lower anxiety. There's so many things online that people talk about that people want to learn how to do. But these people that are talking about X, Y, and Z online do not actually know how to put systems in place to actually monetize and help these people that want to learn how to do what they do. Because that is a whole nother business, and that's a whole nother endeavor to actually do that efficiently and effectively and profitably. And that is exactly where someone like me, a growth operator, comes into play. So just to keep things extremely short and simple, my goal as a growth operator is to help someone who's talking about X, Y, and Z online teach people how to do X, Y, and Z online. Now, everything else in between gets a little more complicated, and I'll get into that a little bit, but that is the overall umbrella of what I do for a living. I help people take the views that they have and gather online and the attention they gather online and convert that into money. Now, most of the time that's through some type of course, that's through some type of coaching program, that's through some type of consulting group, that's through some type of ebook. There's so many different ways to actually teach people how to do what you do. It's a whole business within itself. So the person talking about X, Y, and Z doesn't know how to execute that business of teaching people how to do what they do. They only know how to do what they are talking about online. So as I'm growing as a growth operator, the majority of the people that I want to work with are in the financial space of teaching people how to make money in XYZ way, and teach people how to make money through Amazon FBA, or teach people how to make money through dropshipping, or teach people how to make money through a marketing agency, or teach people how to make money through TikTok Shop, for example. And the reason why I'm trying to work more and more with these types of creators is because of the fact that financial pain is the strongest pain, of course, and everybody wants to make money. And so when people are much more willing to invest in themselves, when there's a potential outcome for them to make that investment back and more plus skills. So these financial creators online on YouTube are making unfathomable amounts of money online with these coaching programs. All these people like Iman Ghazi, the really big guys, are making millions and millions and millions of dollars per month teaching people how to do what they talk about online. And I promise you, someone like Iman Ghazi's coaching program and community is a fucking well-oiled machine. There's so many systems and processes involved with people joining, and the funnels and the email lists and the actual coaches inside and the sales teams and the closers and the setters. There's so much that goes into actually creating a business that successfully teaches people how to do what you do and at scale. And there's just no way that the creator that's talking about X, Y, and Z on YouTube, TikTok, etc. will have time to make content, coach the people inside the group, and still do that business model that they're talking about if that's still what they do. So again, like I said, that's where someone like me comes into play and helps implement those systems for those viewers to turn into actual money. One of my biggest clients last month, in the month of May, did over $200,000 in cash collected from teaching people how to start a clothing brand. He was a very, very successful clothing brand owner, getting a ton of money with his clothing brand, and he was posting about it online. And naturally, he built up this online presence of people that look up to him and want to start clothing brands as well. And he had no type of coaching offer before, he had no type of paid community before, he had no type of course before at all. And that's when someone like me, a growth operator, came into play and reached out to him and said, hey, I think you're missing out on a lot of money. I think we could put something together and you can make an extra $50,000, $100,000 per month doing so, while helping people and teaching people what you know and your knowledge. And so that was my first ever big client. His name is actually Caprice. You can go look him up. But last month we did over $200,000. That was a mix of our low ticket paid community for $75 a month, our high ticket offer of $3,000, and our highest ticket offer, which was at Mastermind, which was an in-person event for $5,000. Obviously, we started small. We started with that paid community group for $75. They got weekly calls, got course material, and they got a community as well, all about the clothing brand space and his knowledge about the clothing brand world. And since so many people want to learn from him, so many people joined, and just in our first month together, we scaled to $52,000 in monthly recurring revenue. And from there, we just kept scaling up. We introduced a backend offer of $3,000 to get more support, like basically an upsell. And then from there, we started doing in-person events for $5,000. And last month was our biggest month. Again, we did over $200,000 in cash collected. And basically my job was to do everything on the back end. Me as a growth operator, my job is to make his job as easy as fucking possible, so he can post content and he can focus on coaching. Everything else is my job, from the sales teams to the sales funnels, to the appointment setters, to the closers, everything in between, from the person seeing the content that he posted about starting a clothing brand, to joining the community, to buying the high ticket offer. Everything in between the transaction is my job to take care of. So like I said, we started with that low ticket $75 per month community. They joined that, we did well with that, and then we started incorporating more and more offers. Now since then, I've scaled multiple other communities. Another one is like a marketing agency type of offer. This month we're on track to do over $100,000, and I started that one from scratch as well. Back in the month of February, I believe I started that one. And I also work with dropshipping creators and TikTok shop creators, but those are just some of the big examples of the people I work with. But let's get into a little bit more of my role and what exactly I do on the back end to actually make money. So just like any other business, it needs systems and it needs processes. Especially as they scale out and get bigger and bigger, you need systems in place to be able to take on more people while still getting those people results. And so I do everything like creating the sales team, finding the closers, finding the setters, setting up all the sales processes, sending all the email campaigns, sending all the SMS campaigns, doing all the front end marketing for it, as well as the back end offers itself. I'm kind of like a full stack info product agency, I guess you could say, where I basically take care of everything. And a lot of the people I work with, especially in the beginning, I was starting their offer from scratch, so I would literally do everything. But now as I scale out a little bit more, I kind of refine myself down to doing more like high ticket stuff, where I help people who maybe already have a low ticket community incorporate like a back end high ticket $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 offer. And again, I create all those sales processes, all the appointment setters, all the closers. I put everyone in position to turn this business into a well-oiled machine, and the content creator can simply focus on making more content and delivering their service. Again, everything in between, from people watching the videos to purchasing something, is my job. That's what I take care of. And in turn, I take a percent, anywhere from 15 to 25% of whatever I generate. And as you guys know, if you're scaling an offer to $100,000, $200,000 per month, 15%, 20, 25% can become a large sum of money. And as you stack those bigger and bigger clients, that money adds up $15,000, $30,000, $45,000 per month. And now that sounds like a lot of money, like to do $100,000 per month or $200,000 per month. But I'm telling you, if you're not in the game, again, it sounds like a lot of money, but there are so many people in this online education space that are making literally unfathomable amounts of money, like $500,000, $1 million, $2 million, $3 million per month, literally off these coaching programs online. And I promise you that they're not a one-man show doing everything, running around, and they need people to come in and help them refine those systems. Now, obviously, if you're a beginner, you're not gonna get on these big offers as someone who's inexperienced, but maybe you could start with a smaller creator that wants to start small, and you can do everything for them on the back end. And then as you scale it out, you can start hiring people and putting appointment setters in place and putting closers in place. But I promise you, like, getting to $100,000 per month in the online space or $200,000 per month is not nearly as hard as it seems or sounds. Because quite honestly, there are like too many people doing numbers like that. And all these people doing any type of decent numbers have people on the back end virtually doing everything for them, so they can focus on what actually pushes the needle forward and what brings them more and more customers and clients. So just to recap one more time, my job as a growth operator is to take care of everything in between the viewer and the views and the transaction. So whether that's setting up like a paid Discord community and then upselling someone to like a $3,000 offer, and then you do all the appointment setting and the closing and the sales process for that, or sending emails out to nurture leads and then slowly sell them into the community, or managing the creators' DMs and making sure that everyone that DMs them is getting an appointment booked in for a strategy call so they can sell them on the $3,000 offer. There's just so many examples of things I do on a day-to-day basis that I can't really cut it into like 2 or 3 little things because I do so much random shit all the time. But I'm basically the back end guy. And as I get more and more reputable in this space, my goal is to work with bigger and bigger names in the industry so I can take those percentages and make more and more money and help them make more and more money. And the great thing about this business model is that I only make money if I make my clients money. And the more money they make, the more money I make, and we all win together. So I know I'm throwing around some big numbers and some big words and some shit that a lot of people watching this video probably don't understand. But I promise you that this industry is going to continue to grow and continue to get bigger, and more people are going to be turning to online education instead of the traditional route of college and shit like that. Just take me, for example. I've invested over $10,000 into online coaching and programs and consulting, and that's the reason why I am today. Not necessarily because one program had all the information to change my life, but I financially committed to me being in the online space, and that led me to where I am now. I mean, I'm 20 years old, making a good amount of money, living in a crib that I would have never dreamed I was living in, living with guys that are making more money than me, not having a job, not going to college. It's absolutely insane what's actually achievable in this space, how quickly things can change as well. Like just 6 months ago, I was living with my parents. I was in my parents' house, trying to make something work. And as soon as something clicked for me, it just kind of took off. That's just a little bit of motivation. And just for you guys to understand that this industry is fucking insane. And if you think it's too saturated, you're retarded, because it's only getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And if you can find some way to get your foot in the door and get a piece of that money, whether that's you being the online coach or you helping an online coach in some way, shape, or form, make more money or get more clients, I promise you the money in this space is absolutely ridiculous. There are so many people that are just normal ass dudes that have nothing special about them that are making $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 per month doing shit like this, which is absolutely insane. But yeah, I hope that kind of gave someone a better understanding of what a growth operator does and how you can make guru money without being a guru. But if you guys are interested in learning a little bit more about what I do and my day-to-day life, I have a completely free Telegram channel where I don't put too much effort into it, but I just send voice notes every single day. Like I wake up and part of my daily routine is just to send voice notes where I'm just yapping about random stuff about growth operating, and what I do, and just my day-to-day life, and just some random shit too, like some motivational shit thrown in here and there. But if you guys want to get access to that Telegram, you can follow me on Instagram and DM me, and I'll send you the link. Leave my Instagram down below. Do not DM me if you do not follow me. I will not send you the link if you do not follow me. So follow me on Instagram and DM me, and I'll send you the link to join my Telegram. Other than that, guys, that's about it. I hope that gave you a better understanding of kind of what I do and how I make the money I make. And other than that, I will catch you guys in the next video.